Hey Stories, welcome to this channel. I'm Isha, and today we are here at a virtual media students roundtable, and we have media students from all over the country here. And today we are going to discuss about the life of media students, the what's the college experience, and what it is like to study in a course which is quite different from the regular traditional course, I would rather say. So let's begin. Thank you everybody for joining here. We have some beautiful people here from different colleges of the country. And let's start with introducing yourselves. Why not?
Hello, everybody. My name is Princy and I'm 18 years old. I'm currently studying mass media and communications from KC College, Mumbai. And yeah, it's such a wonderful opportunity to meet all the people who are probably the elite ones in the group because they're probably all my seniors and there's so much to learn from this.
Hello, stories. As Isha
So,
was
hi,
saying,
Okay.
and I'm a mass communication student from Patna, and I am in third year of my course. So it's almost like the end, and yes, it's so fascinating. But we are going to talk about it a little more in this round table. So yeah.
My name is Kumar Shubham, and currently I am pursuing the PG Diploma in RTV Journalism from IIMC. And I did my graduation from MIT University, Jharkhand, as Isha already know.
hello everyone. This is Rinchim Kumari from Kolkata, and I'm a final semester student of journalism and mass communication. And I'm pursuing this course from PHK Jain College, which comes under Calcutta University.
Hi everyone, I'm Archiraj. I pursued multimedia and mass communication at Indraprastha College for Women, University of Delhi. It's wonderful to be here with all of you and discuss about the various perspectives regarding multimedia and mass communication and the kind of aspirations and doubts that people have regarding this course. So I'm looking forward to it.
Hello everyone, I'm Swaraj Shankar and I've been doing bachelor's in journalism from Delhi School of Journalism. Third year, I'm about to graduate.
Let's begin. And most of the people who watch my channel are still in school. And back in school days, what happens when you hear about mass communication as a degree, that seems quite odd and quite unfamiliar because the conversation is quite different from the traditional courses that we have, like, for example, engineering. So how it started with you? Let's begin from the beginning. How it started? How did you decide to actually pursue this degree, and what's the journey been like?
Okay, so back then when I was in class 11th and 12th, being from Bihar, we have this thing in mind that we have to go for something like very conventional, like engineering, medical, or UPSC, BPSC in the coming future. लेकिन मेरे साथ क्या था that what gravitated me more was the camera. So I really wanted to start my own YouTube channel. That came into my mind first. And what followed was this course. I thought if I'll be pursuing something related to journalism, I'll get more connected to the people and I'll develop that quality of communicating well and also handling the camera and all realities. So that way it followed, the course followed. And mere ghar mein everyone is lawyers, so they had this in mind that Alicia will also pursue something like law or maybe engineering, medical, but that wasn't the story. So yes.
Yeah, so Isha, as you rightly mentioned, that it might be a little unconventional as a course, but we cannot also take away the fact that it's growing at an exponential rate. So right now, when all of us are locked down in our houses, it's media can also be considered as the frontline workers because they are really out there and assessing the information, assimilating it to the people who really need it at the most. And also for me, it was a no-brainer because academically I wasn't that strong. So I knew I had to detach myself from that kind of curriculum. And yeah, it's growing. So it seemed to be the right option at that moment.
In one liner, I would like to say that why I decided to pursue this particular course and specifically talking about bachelor in journalism also and postgraduate in also. One thing drove me out, that is I have many stories and I will tell, whether in form of YouTube, whether in form of doing mass communication or through the modes of doing film. So I saw the course curriculum. Here you will be learning about the news, and news is what? stories coming out of your own purview. On a daily basis, you are seeing everything, but you don't have that power will be a wrong term, but you don't have that liberty to showcase that how things are going on. So for this particular thing, I opted this course. I have my camera, I have mic, I have a story. I will tell people the simple and the sorted out reason for me.
वैसे ये चीज बहुत लोगों को सरप्राइज करता है बट आई हैड डिसाइडेड टू परस्यू मास कम्युनिकेशन वे बैक व्हेन आई वाज इन क्लास 6 लाइक आई हैड रिसर्च्ड एवरीथिंग व्हिच कॉलेज आई हैड टू गो which course would I want to would I like to pursue. I remember going to this book fair and picking up this book, Introduction to Journalism, and my father was like, कि पढ़ लो but I know मतलब आगे तुम फ्यूचर में तो ये नहीं करोगी because of course then but I was very sure in my mind this is what I want to do because I wanted to use my creative abilities in maybe in any form, like maybe it in journalism or in the form of films, or you want to go in radio. So I had to give a voice to my creative abilities, and that is what this course gave me. And the reason I chose to pursue multimedia and mass communication instead of going for a specific course is because I wanted to try out the various fields of mass communication, because journalism is a very subset of the broader field of mass communication. So I wanted to try out different subsets and then decide for myself which of the fields I am good at and I would like to pursue further.
There are many reasons behind choosing this course, but the most important reason is that I belong to a family background जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा डेवलप नहीं है, और मैं रहती कोलकाता में हूँ, मेरी पूरी पढ़ाई कोलकाता में हुई है, लेकिन मेरा ओरिजिनली मैं बिहार से बिलोंग करती हूँ, और वहाँ पर क्या है ना कि बहुत मैं अपने घर में कम से कम 10-12 बहनों में मैं पहली ऐसी लड़की हूँ अपने घर की जो इस लेवल की पढ़ाई कर रही हूँ, और मुझे बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाई मिला शुरुआत से ही। तो मैंने अपनी बहनों को देखा है कि दहेज पूरे पैसा इकट्ठा करके मेरे सभी अंकल जो हैं वो बहुत अच्छा पोजीशन पे जॉब कर रहे हैं, बट वो उन्होंने अपने बेटियों को पढ़ाया नहीं, कभी भी नहीं, और वही पैसा वो दहेज में दे दिए। तो इस तरह से अभी वो सभी दीदी कोई भी खुश नहीं है अपने लाइफ से। तो ये चीजें जो थी जब मैं छोटी थी तब से देखती आ रही हूँ, और ये चीज मुझे बहुत अट्रैक्ट करती कि मैं कुछ ऐसा करूँ जिससे कि लोग इस चीजों को मैं बंद कर सकूं। और जब मैं 12th पास की तब मेरे स्कूल में एक करियर काउंसलिंग हो रहा था, तो वहां पे क्या हुआ कि बस एक ही जो उसमें से जो भी लोग आए थे वो बता रहे थे मास कम्युनिकेशन के बारे में, और जो भी क्वालिटीज था वो मैंने उस घर आकर बहुत सोचा उसके बारे में, और वो जो भी क्वालिटीज रिक्वायरमेंट थी और जो भी था सब कुछ मुझे बहुत अट्रैक्ट किया कि हाँ मैं ये कर सकती हूँ, क्योंकि आप जब एक पोजीशन पे होते हो ना तभी लोग आपकी बात मानते हैं। मैं पहले भी गांव में बहुत लोगों से लड़ती हूँ, कोई भी गलत चीज होता है तो मैं उसके खिलाफ बोलने लगती हूँ बिना सोचे कि मैं कहाँ हूँ, किससे लड़ रही हूँ। तो मैंने सोचा, फिर मैंने ये रियलाइज किया कि लोग आपकी बात तब तक नहीं सुनते हैं जब तक कि आप कोई पोजीशन पे ना हो, उस लेवल पे ना हो। तो मैंने सोचा कि यही अच्छा करियर है जिससे मैं करके मैं कुछ चेंज ला सकती हूँ। और फिर इसके पीछे इस कोर्स के लिए मैंने बहुत लोगों से लड़ा है। आज भी मेरे पापा मुझसे गुस्सा है सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि उनका मन था कि मैं बैंकिंग करूं, क्योंकि मैं कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड से थी, और मेरे टीचर्स भी इतना फोर्स किए कि तुम सीए कर लो, तुमसे हो जाएगा। बट मैं कभी, और मेरा जो क्वालिटी है मैं हमेशा से चाहती थी मैं वो ऑफिस में जाकर 24 आवर्स काम करके खुश नहीं रह सकती थी, मुझे कुछ अलग करने का हमेशा से इंटरेस्ट रहा है। तो फिर मैंने सोचा कि यही मेरे लिए सही करियर है, और मैंने सबसे लड़के इस कोर्स को चूज किया है।
Wow, this is so inspiring. So inspiring. And I guess a lot of us media students, they have this reason that they want to speak for a cause, and that's why they land up to journalism. Okay, let's move on. Now that you are into this college, how was this experience of expectation versus reality?
तो एक डीयू का एक बहुत क्या बोलते हैं उसको, बोलबाला रहता है कि डीयू जाना है, ठीक है, बहुत सारे बच्चों को होता है द कैंपस लाइफ ऑफ डीयू। तो ये तो एक फैक्टर था ही बिकॉज डीयू जाना है और ये कोर्स करना है। फर्स्ट चेंज जो था वाज टू शिफ्ट फ्रॉम अ कोएड स्कूल एजुकेशन टू अ वुमेन्स कॉलेज। तो एक बहुत सारे एप्रीहेंशंस होते हैं कि पता नहीं कैसा ऐसा डायनामिक शिफ्ट होगा, मे बी एडजस्ट कर पाएंगे नहीं कर पाएंगे, अजीब लगेगा। बहुत लोग पूछते हैं, अरे लड़के मतलब नहीं दिखाई देते, अजीब तो नहीं लगता? ये वो तो एक होता है, एक बहुत नेगेटिव वो होता है रिगार्डिंग फीमेल बॉन्डिंग एंड फीमेल फ्रेंडशिप्स, बिकॉज हमेशा ऐसा पोर्ट्रे किया जाता है कि अ वुमन इज ऑलवेज pitted अगेंस्ट अनदर वुमन। तो वो एक कॉलेज में जाके जो आई अंडरस्टूड द डेप्थ ऑफ फीमेल फ्रेंडशिप्स एंड फीमेल बॉन्डिंग, फर्स्ट थिंग। Secondly, in respect to my college, they had provided a lot of facilities for people with special needs, like especially हमारे जो आसपास हमारे हॉस्टल था उसमें बहुत सारी लड़कियां जो डिफरेंट एबल थी, लाइक जो उनको हमें हेल्प करना पड़ता था फॉर for reading and writing material and stuff. So we used to sign up for as writers to write their exam, or we used to record lectures for them. तो एक तरह का एक जो टीम वर्क और एक जो एफर्ट आता है टू इंक्लूसिव इन्वायरमेंट जिसकी हम बात करते हैं, तो वो मिला मुझे कॉलेज में। थर्ड थिंग, कोर्स को लेकर तो बहुत सारे एक्सपेक्टेशंस रहते हैं कि पता नहीं ये होगा वो होगा, सो सम ऑफ देम मिला, बहुत लार्जर एस्पेक्ट में मिला, कुछ थोड़ी बहुत लास्ट ईयर तक जाते जाते यू बिकम सो कंप्लेसेंट एंड यू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वर्क्स एंड you have to like and especially zyada dikkat isliye bhi hoti thi because my principal was the HOD of the department, so she had to like usko har cheez unke through reroute karwana, to take special permissions and to go out, और shoot के time permissions, camera का jig jig पूरा ये सब तो होता ही है। So overall it was a very nice experience and I learned to deal with the administration specifically, and yeah, it was a very nice experience overall.
For me, I think I don't have much to say because all of you can collectively take pity in my position. I'm a first year student and haven't really got chance to physically visit my college as of yet. So classes are being conducted online right from the word go. तो सिर्फ expectations में ही जी रहे हैं हम, reality तो कुछ है ही नहीं। Online classes might be, I think I'm very technically challenged despite being a media student. So online, you definitely can't get the essence of reality in that. But we are all collectively trying very hard to make it somewhat of an immersive experience. But वो नहीं हो पा रहा है. We all know कि as Archie rightly mentioned, कि it's all about the campus life, right? You get to know people, you get to meet them. और वो कैमराडरी जो बिल्ड होती है वो अनपैरेलल्ड है, ऑनलाइन इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल। सो आई एम जस्ट लुकिंग फॉर बेटर थिंग्स एंड वेटिंग फॉर व्हाट्स इन स्टोर फॉर मी।
रियलिटी इज व्हाट आई हैव एक्सपेक्टेड। पर मुझे तीन ही एक्सपेक्टेशन था, एक अच्छी पढ़ाई हो, एक नेटवर्क मिले और चीजें थरो तरीके से हो सके, तो वो मुझे आईआईएमसी में मिला। बाकी बात स्पीकिंग अबाउट मनी एंड सम सॉर्ट ऑफ लग्जरी, these were not my expectations.
Expectations तो कुछ था ही नहीं, बस ये था कि हाँ मुझे प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज पे ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है, ना कि थियोरेटिकल नॉलेज पे। थियोरेटिकल नॉलेज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है, लेकिन मैं उसमें ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट नहीं रखती हूँ। तो मेरे लिए ये बहुत मेरा जो कॉलेज है वहाँ पे प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज बहुत कम कराया जाता है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा थियोरेटिकल नॉलेज पे ही फोकस। जो हमारा सिलेबस है कैलकाटा यूनिवर्सिटी का, उसमें आपको प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज बहुत कम, प्रैक्टिकल चीजें जैसे कि डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज ये सब है, कैमरा वर्क, ये सब बहुत कम सिखाया जाता है। वीक में मुश्किल से शायद 2 या 3 क्लासेस होते थे और वो भी क्लासेस मिस हो जाते थे। तो इस तरह से तो ये जो एक्सपेक्टेशन था कि हाँ मुझे, क्योंकि मैं हमेशा से और आज भी मैं फील्ड में काम करना चाहती हूँ, लोगों से जुड़ना चाहती हूँ, तो उसके लिए मुझे प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज की ज्यादा जरूरत लगेगी, लेकिन वो मुझे मिल नहीं पा रही। और अब तो लॉकडाउन हो गया, आधा से ज्यादा कोर्स का टाइम तो ऐसे ही खत्म हो गया और अब शायद कॉलेज जाना पॉसिबल भी नहीं होगा। तो इस चीज का एक दुख है बस, और सब ठीक ठाक था कॉलेज।
Yeah, I agree with you on the theory and practical part.
Yeah, I totally agree with Rimjim. Like when I started, I belong to a family जहाँ पे media background में था भी नहीं, तो so it came into the picture एकदम new. So what I expected that I'll get to learn a lot of things related to like technical work. We'll get to work in studio. We'll get to know how we can fix audio and how we can use camera, editing software, and all of it. But as time, yeah, exactly. But
और
later
पता है
on,
एक और
like
चीज, मेरे कॉलेज का एक एक्सपेक्टेशन ये भी था कि कम से कम एटलीस्ट कहीं पे विजिट कराए, चाहे वो रेडियो स्टेशन ही क्यों ना हो, न्यूज़पेपर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हो या फिर टेलीविजन चैनल हो, एटलीस्ट विजिट करे ताकि हमें कुछ आइडिया मिल सके, हम उन लोगों से जुड़ सके। लेकिन आज तक हमें हमारे कॉलेज से कहीं नहीं लेकर गया। और एक बार बात भी चला था, बहुत मुश्किल से हमने ही सर से रिक्वेस्ट किया कि सर प्लीज कुछ कहीं हमें लेकर चलिए हमें, क्योंकि इन सारी चीज जब तक हम वहां जाएंगे नहीं तो तब तक हम लोगों से जुड़ नहीं पाएंगे। और इस फील्ड में लोगों से जुड़ेंगे तभी नॉलेज मिलेगा, वरना आप घर पे रहकर आप इस चीज के बारे में इंटरनेट से कुछ नहीं कर सकते। तो वो चीज का
Exactly.
बहुत खलता है कि कहीं ना कहीं से अभी टीचर्स हमारे, एक और दिक्कत की बात है कि जो लोग कहते हैं ना कि प्लेसमेंट को लेकर, हमें प्लेसमेंट के लिए कभी मैं सोची ही नहीं, लेकिन कम से कम कहीं ना कहीं से आपको लोगों से मिलवाना वो जो है वो कहीं ना कहीं आपके साथ कॉलेज से शुरू होना चाहिए। अगर कॉलेज से शुरू नहीं होता है तो फिर आपके पास कोई और सोर्स नहीं है कि आप लोगों से मिल सकते हैं। तो ये चीज बहुत
Yes.
बुरा लगता है कि पूरा कॉलेज ऐसे ही निकल गया है।
That it's different. I mean, we have opted for this course with a particular thing in our mind, and what is right now going on is just contradictory. And we are not able to work in like fields, and our course is solely कि हाँ field work होगा तो we'll develop more, जो कि नहीं हो पा रहा है अभी. So that's the issue I feel. And ये expectation versus reality I felt in my college.
Don't be pessimistic because life is full of surprises and shock. अगर मैं छोटे मतलब लिमिटेड वर्ड्स में फिर से बोलना चाहूँ तो यही बोलूंगा, मैंने आईएमसी एक बार नहीं निकाला, मैंने दो बार क्रैक किया है। पिछले साल भी मैंने क्रैक किया था, तब जब मुझे कैंपस मिलने वाला था मैंने छोड़ दिया जस्ट बिकॉज मुझे थिएटर करना था। और अभी जब मैं आया तो इतना अनफॉर्चुनेट हूँ कि जब से आया हूँ ऑनलाइन ही क्लास ले रहा हूँ। बट बोलते हैं ना कि राइजिंग अबव ऑल हेट एंड राइजिंग अबव ऑल फ्यूरीज, एंड दिस इज द चैलेंज वी ऑल शुड मस्ट प्रोसीड विद। कुछ नहीं होगा, एवरीथिंग विल बी फाइन, बी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक एंड बी चीयरफुल। सब अच्छा है और सब अच्छा हो रहा है। दिस इज ट्राइंग टाइम्स एंड वो चीजें बदलेंगी, जरूर बदलेंगी।
Everything was not as we expected in the college. It was a new college. It only started a year back when I joined it, and it was only because of the protest that we got everything in the college in the right place. The course was interesting, teachers were nice, and I had friends. I think this was a nice college. For the most part, it was after the protest. It was for the most part what I expected a college to be.
I guess Swaraj had a point to share that if you're not satisfied with your course and you feel like a lot of theory is given and practical exposure is not there, protest and bring them down. Yeah. So moving on, what were some of the what were some of the coolest projects you were a part of during this course? Swaraj, let's start with you only.
With me, okay. So I think we had weekly seminars, and I think that was the most coolest thing because we had journalists for throughout India, and one time we had this journalist from I think it was from the Sydney Herald. I don't remember his name, but we used to get a lot of journalists, and there was one journalist who had worked for 25 years in Kashmir, and then again he gave us a lot of exposure about many things and about Kashmir in general, and it was really nice to have those journalists. And recently a journalist died from India, Rohit Sardana. He was in our college too, so it was nice to have journalists every week.
The good thing about this course was it was very cool. The course content was very cool. So like I got to learn various offbeat papers. Like besides the usual journalism and radio production, I got to make a documentary film wherein I got to shoot late at night. I took permission to go shoot in a disco / bar where drag queens, if you know about drag queens performs. We made a documentary on drag queens. Secondly, there was this project on the course was the paper was the integrated marketing communication, wherein we had to come with a new product and develop a whole plan regarding we had to do the market research. We had to come up with a campaign. We had to decide the price and how we're going to launch the product. So me and my team members, we come up with the idea of female condoms. So this was another cool project that I worked on. Besides that, we had studio production wherein I got to develop a script and get actors and then make them perform and then shoot the whole thing. And we hardly had any time to like have rehearsals with them, so it was all very jam packed schedule. So I got to do that, and then designing the sets and all. So it was, yeah, so these three cool projects were my favorites.
There are multiple projects. Starting with being when I was in MIT. First, I will take the name of Bodh Gaya Biennale's experience that I, Isha, all did on a togetherly basis. So there also I covered an event where I get to learn about the international fora, what people think about Indian culture, and when the artist from around the culture is showcasing their talent, artistic way, paintings, installations. That was first experience. The second experience came in short films. Through short films, we made short films, late night shoots, and you have to continuously cope up with the challenges you are facing. But I on a very particular note, what I felt with this experience is that whatever comes may in the between, just do whatever you wish to. उसके बाद मैं आपको ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ, तो और generally talking about being on a long line, कि फिल्म जब बनाई, जब इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल में जीता, मल्टी फिर डॉक्यूमेंट्री में मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट के अंदर, उसके बाद अभी रिसेंटली वी हैड अ इंटरनेशनल जर्नलिज्म वर्कशॉप ऑन इन्वेस्टिगेटिव जर्नलिज्म from the faculty of CNN News International, straight from the US. So there are multiple projects I felt very profound to work with, and I feel very lucky. तो मेरे पास बहुत सारे multiple projects हैं, and if I will get time, I will share with you all also.
So maybe you can talk a little bit more about that International Film Festival award wala short film, maybe.
See, this goes with my team. Were discussing about let's tell stories, as I have particularly mentioned earlier also, that में कहानी थी पर पता नहीं था करना क्या है, but टीम तो था, कॉलेज दे नहीं दे टीम था. तो उसके बाद स्टोरी फाइंड आउट की, उसके बाद इंटरव्यूज प्रोसेस किया हम लोगों ने कि क्या हुआ था. फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट था हमारा डायन प्रथा पर, विच क्राफ्ट हंटिंग. जैसे झारखंड में ये चीज बहुत रैंप अप था, बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा था, तो उसके बाद हम लोगों ने अपने इंडिविजुअल बेसिस पर इसको सब लोग कलेक्टिवली स्टोरी मैप किए, स्क्रीन प्ले लिखे, उसके बाद बनाए, उसके बाद इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल में भेजे. पहला था झारखंड इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल, और दूसरी प्रोजेक्ट जो थी ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग पर, वो था 6th नोएडा इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल. एक और जो मेरी प्रोजेक्ट थी हंट फॉर वर्थ, वो लिस्ट ऑफ ग्लोबल सेशन नेटवर्क, वो भी ये फॉरेन में गई थी. तो उसको हम लोगों ने कंबाइनली किया, स्टोरीज ढूंढी, और उसमें सीखा क्या, टू बी वेरी प्रिसाइज, सीखा क्या, कैमरा वर्क सीखा, स्टोरीज लिखना सीखा, स्क्रिप्ट लिखना सीखा, स्क्रीन प्ले लिखना सीखा, थोड़ा एडिटिंग सीखा, साउंड डिजाइन सीखा, फिर ऑडियो. अभी IIMC में आके रिसेंटली मी एंड माई टीम फीचर्ड ऑन अपना रेडियो, जो IIMC का अपना कम्युनिटी रेडियो, उसमें होली फेस्टिवल्स पे हम लोगों ने किया, तो वो भी फीचर हुआ. तो यही चीज है, लर्निंग चलता रहा और काम चलता रहा, आउटपुट मिलता रहा, अप्रिशिएशन मिलता रहा, बस.
Okay, so in first year of my course, we were supposed to make a small documentary, and I and one of my friend Alia, we decided to work on how life of prostitutes is in the condition of prostitutes in Bihar, and we really wanted to work on that. We got to talk to a lot of NGOs for them, and but yes, unfortunately, it didn't work out. Our HOD didn't support it in that sense. ये वाला टॉपिक थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लमेटिक हो जाएगा for you to cover, since you are in first year, you're not enough mature to handle such things. तो वो उस वक्त, but later on we worked on this really cool documentary which was about happiness, and I really loved working on that. And in that project only I got to learn how I can properly edit video, and how I can make the storyline and everything. So that was the coolest thing that I did in the course.
I guess if you have all these documentaries and short films made up somewhere. We can put that in the description box for the people to watch. Okay, Princey, do you have some experience with some
Yes,
projects?
fortunately, I do have. So we all can agree that documentary is the most interesting project all of us have ever worked for. Same goes with me. So we, in a batch of 140 students, we were divided in groups of 10 people, and these were random groups. And in the first month of our college, so we didn't even know each other really well. And then every other group was taking very conventional topics like vegetable vendors, street food, frontline workers. We went all in and chose this one really intriguing subject, which is Aghori. I don't know if you already know these human beings, but these are staunch disciples of Shiva, and their method of worshipping is rather dangerous and it's very horrific. So, and the fact that I live very close to Omkareshwar, which is like a hotspot for these people. So I went ahead and went to Shamshan Ghat, took their interview, met them in person, and it was very dangerous. Oh my god, it freaked the shit out of me because I did not know how to talk to them. Considering the information that you know through Google, through search engines, that these are the people who eat human flesh and they take away the dead bodies and pata nahi kya kya karte hai uske sath. So yeah, it was kind of a nightmare, but it's amazing because you get to know so much about your weaknesses and your strength. And working with a group of 10 people, it also teaches you a lot about team coordination. So yeah,
Wow.
that's all.
Wow. So that interview went well. Sorry, for the interview
Oh
for the
yeah.
documentary.
Oh yeah, I think I was scored the highest. So bravo.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so we were asked to make a tabloid newspaper when I was in second semester. At that point of time, our teacher asked to go to the field and cover the story and talk to people. And so it was a very good experience. During that semester only, we also made a documentary film, and my documentary film was on life of a boatman. क्योंकि मैं जिस वे से कॉलेज जाती हूँ वो बोट ही है, बोट के जरिए मैं कॉलेज जाती हूँ क्योंकि हुगली रिवर है, उसे क्रॉस करके मुझे जाना पड़ता है। तो वो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था। मैं हर दिन जाती थी तो मैं उन लोगों से बहुत अटैच हो गई थी और उनकी कहानियां मतलब बहुत इंस्पायरिंग था। उन लोग का लाइफस्टाइल बहुत इंस्पिरेशनल था क्योंकि वो लोग बहुत ज्यादा मेहनत करते हैं और उनका जो सैलरी होता है, जो इनकम होता है, वो बहुत कम होता है और वो लोग अलग स्टेट से आके यहाँ पर काम करते हैं। तो इस चीज को लेकर मैं शुरुआत से, मैं फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर से ये दिमाग में फिट कर ली थी कि मुझे इनके ऊपर अगर डॉक्यूमेंट्री बनाने का चांस मिला तो मैं इनके ऊपर जरूर बनाऊंगी। तो वो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था। और फिर वो फर्स्ट टाइम था जब मैं किसी अननोन से सामने से जाकर बात कर रही थी किसी काम के लिए। और अभी मैं यूट्यूब पे वीडियो बनाती हूँ तो उसके लिए मैं बहुत सारे लोगों से बात करती हूँ और आज मैं बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट फील करती हूँ बिकॉज ऑफ दिस कोर्स।
I also share what projects I did. So first of all, what Shubham Bhaiya mentioned, Bodh Gaya Banale. So we were sent to Bodh Gaya back in our first year itself. So at that time, Shubham Bhaiya was in third year, and that's when we met. And we were asked to make the documentary of this 7-day event that happened. It was kind of an international art summit. So that was pretty cool. And one of my closest projects during the course was this short film I made. That's Parchi, sorry, and it's on Literacy Day. It was made on Literacy Days, and importance of it is on importance of education. And then one again another cool project, and one like this is very close to my heart is this documentary on transgender, and we did this here in this pandemic only. We contacted to a transgender in Patna and made a documentary on her. That was again a pretty cool project to be a part of. So yeah, moving on. Let's talk about your college now, because a lot of students here, especially on my channel, they are like, "Kaun se college mein jao?" It's if it's good or not, and something like that. So maybe you can give a little bit insight of your college. I guess Rimjim has given that. I would like to hear from Archie a little bit more.